Click the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe for around-the-clock WWE news in real time. The home of the most consistent and dedicated breaking news in WWE, Seanzviewent, is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
So the cat has obviously been let out of the bag. The proof is in the pudding. According to those in the know, we heard the report, we see the report, we felt it, and now everyone's coming up with their own scenarios, people coming up with their own ideas. Well, I've come up with my own creative myself on this and how it should really go if I was on the booking, if I was creative. Well, not if I was on the creative team, because we all know how creative, compelling, we all know how passionate I am to the WWE. We know how I come up with the original ideas, the concepts, and I think outside the box. Now, we all heard that Kevin Owens is injured. Kevin Owens is not 100%. Kevin Owens is going to need surgery. So the match at WrestleMania is pretty much all but canceled. It's off. It's not going to happen. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, the WWE is going to have to go to the well and do something different. They're going to have to do something else. Remember to become a channel member today to help save and secure my future on this very website. Remember to like, comment, and interact. It is so crucial and important. Or donate with a super thanks donation in the comment section of the video. Now, I know the WWE has just about 2 weeks. The WWE has about 2 weeks to build up something else, to find a replacement for KO Kevin Owens. Well, if I'm booking this, and if you want more of these kinds of videos, and if you want more of these kinds of ideas, and if you want more of my creative, compelling booking, remember to comment, subscribe, and become a channel member today. Click that bell. Turn on all notifications. If you want all that, just keep commenting and interacting and keep giving your view, your opinion. So, again, WWE has about 2 weeks to work with. And everyone's saying, oh, well, Kevin Owens can just get kicked in the skull. Kevin Owens can just get kicked in the head. That sounds great, but it can go even better than that. I think outside the box. I like to think differently. I like to think creatively. If I'm WWE and you got to come up with something real quick and real fast, and how do we get to this? I'm going to tell you how we're going to get from point A to point B. All right, let's get into this right here. Tonight, whether it's on the Titantron, on the Jumbotron, the video wall, whether it's backstage, whether it's at the house, or whether it's inside a WWE ring, this is how it should go down. This is how it should go. And this is how it should happen. This is how it should all materialize right before our very eyes. I would have Kevin Owens either actually break into Randy Orton's house and take Randy Orton's wife, throw her in the back of the car, throw her in the trunk, only for Randy Orton to follow suit. Randy Orton's in the shower while this is going on, because you got to understand, where's Randy Orton while this is happening? Where's Randy Orton while this is taking place? That's one scenario. And Orton is on a chase on the streets, on the roads, to get Kevin Owens and capture his wife. Eventually, he ends up doing such a thing. They get it to a stoplight. Randy Orton pulls Kevin Owens out of the car. He beats the holy hell out of Kevin Owens, takes his wife right from the car, right from the trunk of the car. Or another scenario has Randy Orton and his wife at Smackdown. And Randy Orton, once again, goes in his locker room. He says, I'll be right back. Kevin Owens drags Randy Orton's wife to the ring, his girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. Drags Randy Orton's girl by the ear, or puts her over his shoulders and brings her to the ring and threatens to beat her within an inch of her life. Threatens to give his wife, his girlfriend, a kick to the skull, a punt kick. And then here comes Randy Orton through the crowd, makes the saves, and saves the day, and ends up punting Kevin Owens right in the damn head. But then from there, Kevin Owens is out of the picture. Kevin Owens is gone, right? So then you're asking yourself, well, hell, who is Randy Orton going to face now at WrestleMania? Who is Randy Orton going to go against? Well, the simple answer, obviously, everyone would say is, well, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn from a creative standpoint. Sami Zayn could then form an alliance, a very short-lived alliance with Randy Orton. And, hey, Randy, why don't we go after the tag team titles right before WrestleMania? We'll be the champions. We'll be the headliners. We'll take over SmackDown. And Randy Orton goes along with this. And they go after the tag team titles. First off, there's a number one contendership match earlier in the night. And remember, if you want more videos like this, like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member today. Because I have a lot of ideas. I have notebooks and notebooks of ideas and creative scenarios over the last several years, but this adapts to today as well. So Orton and Zayn go after the tag team titles, and inadvertently, Sami Zayn, because you don't want to make it look too, you don't want to make it look too obvious. Oh, Sami Zayn, we see what's coming here. Sami Zayn's going to turn on Randy Orton. So he goes for the haluva kick, accidentally takes out Orton, making it look like a mistake. So obviously they lose the tag team match. They lose their shot at the tag team titles, or they lose the actual tag team title match. Whether or not you wanted them in a number one contender match to earn a shot. Let's say they won the number one contendership, and then they earned the shot at the tag team titles, against the tag team champions over on the Blue brand on the USA Network. And then comes the match. And again, like I said, Zayn inadvertently takes out Orton. And then after the match, Orton and Zayn are going at it. They're shoving each other. They're pushing each other. And then we go to the next week on SmackDown, where Randy Orton is coming to the arena and he is taken out by a man in a mask with a baseball bat or a steel chair, whatever weapon you want to insert. Randy Orton's coming down. He's coming to SmackDown. And at the end of the night, it's unveiled. Through the night, though, Sami Zayn somehow comes up with some sort of scenario where it makes it look like he wasn't the one, where he wasn't the attacker. But then it will find out at the end of SmackDown, at the end of the night, the attacker takes his mask off and unveils that it is Sami Zayn. Now, this is how I would go about it. And again, everyone's saying online, oh, just have Orton punt Kevin Owens. That's easy. That's an easy thing. I put more into it. I put more emotion, more emphasis. I put more violence. I put more thought process into how they're going to do this. And again, none of this may happen, but if I were in charge, if I were booking things, this is how it would go down. This is how it should happen in my estimation. But who am I? Again, your likes, your comments, your opinions. How would you book it? How would you create it? Did you like my story? Did you like the way that I would plan it? The way I would strategize Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn at WrestleMania? Or you could wait. You could wait until WrestleMania, the night itself, and Kevin Owens comes out as Randy Orton's already in the ring. Randy Orton's already made his entrance. Kevin Owens' music hits, but no Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens' music hits. There's no Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn comes out to Kevin Owens' theme song. Sami Zayn comes out, and he says and explains the whole thing. Kevin Owens was right all along. Kevin Owens beat the holy hell out of me, and it took him to do that for me to realize that he was right all along. And that's why I took you out, Orton. That's why I attacked you, Randy Orton. That's why I went after you. And in the name of Kevin Owens, I am going to get retaliation. I am going to get revenge. I am out for blood. And then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn down the line can come back as a tag team. They can reunite. They can be together once again. And again, I mean, listen, the WWE could also be swerving us here. We could all be fools and think, oh yeah, Kevin Owens is hurt. Kevin Owens is injured. But maybe this was a way just to psych us up. Maybe this was a way just to swerve us. Maybe this is the old Russo swerve that we didn't see coming. It could have been. Let's make no mistake about it. We could all be fooled tonight, and Kevin Owens is fine and well, and he's not injured, and he doesn't require surgery. But either way, it is going to be addressed tonight, whether or not Kevin Owens can wrestle or compete. But I just hope they don't make it so easy and so, kindergarten-like. I hope they put some thought and creative into this. That's what I'm hoping here. That's what I'm guessing. But here on The Brash, The Brazen, we keep you in the know on the hottest in WWE, the news, the rumors, the headlines, the speculation. We bring it all to you. Why? Because you guys are the foundation of the Brash Brew. Because we care for each and every one of you. So let's get into the rumors, the news, and headlines that you've come to anticipate and expect right here on this very show, this very channel. Yes, more bad news for Kevin Owens. As we reported, PWN reported this morning, and I put out that video for those of you that may have not seen it. PWN has been told that Kevin Owens is dealing with an undisclosed injury with no timetable set for a return to action. They also know that Owens' status will be addressed on SmackDown tonight in an update. Kermit125, yes, that's the real name, who has broken several news stories as an insider, as a industry pundit, a dirt sheet, a newsletter, whatever. He has reported the following about Kevin Owens on Reddit. The injury requires surgery. He won't be around for a while. More tonight. This most likely means that Owens will miss WrestleMania 41 and will be written out, will be written off of WrestleMania. Now, here on Seanzviewent, I already know this is what you already heard and you already know. I brought out the video earlier this morning. YouTube might have not pushed it out. That's why it's so important to check out my channel hourly so you don't miss any videos, so you don't miss any updates, so you don't miss any uploads. Set a reminder on your phone right now to catch the Brash and the Brazen. Brock Lesnar was surprised by Samoa Joe's intense promos on Raw during their feud in 2016. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers are bringing you more in. Samoa Joe in retirement. Is retirement looming for Samoa Joe? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. With Kevin Owens' WrestleMania 41 match in jeopardy, if it's not going to be Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton, well then who the hell is it going to be? Now there's been another scenario being thrown out there that it will be Randy Orton thrown in to the main event of night 2 for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Cody Rhodes, John Cena, one-on-one with the added ingredient of Randy Orton. Yes, you heard that right. Randy Orton being thrown to make it a triple threat match for the undisputed WWE title. Or it could be LA Knight versus Randy Orton for the United States Championship. Because as of now, it doesn't look like LA Knight has a match and an opponent. It doesn't even look like LA Knight is on WrestleMania at this stage of the game. But that could change. That definitely could change. Ethan Page will compete for the TNA World title at Rebellion. And we all heard that Joe Hendry is injured and Joe Hendry is hurt. He may have to relinquish the TNA World Championship. It was on this day in 2020 that The Undertaker had his final match in WWE. Santino Marella reveals TNA's newest championship for Total Nonstop Action. Cody Rhodes wants Dustin Rhodes, a.k.a. Goldust, in the WWE Hall of Fame. And can you blame him on that? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. After Jay White, 2 more stars are injured in AEW. Yes, you heard that right. 2 more stars are injured in AEW. So as you can see, the injury bug is not only attacking WWE, but it's also attacking AEW. Tony Khan comments on the Sting and Lex Luger WWE Hall of Fame situation. Will we see Sting return to World Wrestling Entertainment? Also coming in from there, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, we are receiving word Joe Hendry's shoulder injury may be part of a bigger angle. Also, maybe it's actually just an angle, hopefully. Jey Uso's shape and yeet taunt looks tired and some cardio. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Page takes pet shots at CM Punk's Larry and Cody Rhodes' ugly and talentless industry plant. The person behind the puppet Monet revealed, and it's not Harley Cameron. Also, former WWE star bringing back iconic gimmick for WrestleMania weekend. It would appear as if Hornswoggle uploaded a video of his old gear from the time he used to portray the gimmick of a leprechaun on WWE television. So he will be bringing back that gimmick. Kairi Sane's WWE return status from injury revealed and leaked online. And yes, guys, in the annals of the WWE, sadly and unfortunately, there have been deaths. Not only deaths, but superstars, wrestlers, girls, and guys that have died at a young age due to suicide, due to taking their life. And one such fact is that of a superstar, a person, an individual that could have been something big, something huge, with the right booking, the right character, the heart and the hustle that this person had. They would have went big and they would have lasted long, and I'm sure they would have been a WrestleMania headliner one day. And that person I'm referring to is none other than the person themselves, Sarah Lee, who sadly, unfortunately, committed suicide. She had a bright future. She had a family. She had kids. But obviously, sometimes different things in her life start to take over. And sadly, Sarah Lee no longer with us. So, our thoughts and prayers go out. Continued support goes out to them. Although this was a number of years ago, we always come on here and we remember and we think about and we cherish those that had a great career or were about to have a great career, whose lives and careers were taken very, very sadly and very untimely and shockingly. So there you go with that one, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Remember, if it weren't for you, there truly would be no show and view. Your views, your comments, remember to check out my channel. Remember, I want everyone right now to set a reminder on your cell phone to catch show and view for the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest, the most definitive, the most defiant. Also, J.D. McDonough's current WWE return status after brutal injury revealed. The hope is that J.D. McDonough, one half of the former WWE Tag Team Champions on the Raw brand on Netflix, the hope is that JD McDonough will come back in time following WrestleMania, if not definitely before SummerSlam. Additional details uncovered about Rusev's return to WWE. Could Rusev shock the world and be on the Raw after WrestleMania? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. But that certainly is not all. RVD, Rob Van Dam, Mr. PPV himself. RVD responds to the accusations of bias over his WWE Legends deal. Soraya says that she drew a guy's junk in a scrapbook and her dad found it. You can only imagine how that ended up. Original plans revealed for John Cena's WWE Championship reign and win at WrestleMania 41. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Travis Scott is still planned for WrestleMania 41 in some capacity, but it's unknown what he'll be doing. The Houston rapper played a key part in John Cena's heel turn, but hasn't been seen or mentioned on WWE's TV since that night, kind of like The Rock, the final boss. As for The Rock, his status is even murkier. Despite being the one who helped Cena complete this dramatic shift, he hasn't appeared once on WWE programming since the Elimination Chamber. The Wrestling Observer notes that everyone assumes that The Rock will be at WrestleMania in some form, but that hasn't been confirmed. WWE is reportedly keeping Rock's name off TV unless he is given the go-ahead. Behind the scenes, the original pitch was for The Rock to help John Cena win the WWE title at the show WrestleMania. With Cena now set to battle Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE title at WrestleMania 41, all eyes are on whether this plan still stands or if WWE is being forced to pivot last minute. What do you think is going on? What is truly the plan being unearthed right before our very eyes? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. And remember, if it weren't for you, there would be no Seanzview. I am true to each and every one of you, old school Seanzview, one of the originals, one of the OGs on this very website, to the delight of each and every one of you. The brash one will always show ya through. Subscribe. Plenty more to come. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked on to this channel for the most exclusive, the most in-depth, and the most thorough WWE talk. You're going to get it right here and right now in real time.